Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2024 Darkhorse Classic and Booyah Cup Finale. Live here in Sturtevant, Wisconsin, I'm Sean Green, joined by my man in the booth this weekend, Mr. Ryan Mooneyham. Mooney, so far we've had a great schedule of events. The Booyah kickoff with a filthy assassin qualifier. The men's on-site qualifier went to Luke Pritzel, so he gets that 32 seed, but he probably moved up from there after the count-up. And then the women's on-site qualifier went to someone who doesn't need to be introduced, Julie Weger. Who is a surprising admission to the field up until this point, and we're happy to have her there. I think it raises it. What do you think, bud?
Well, you know, the kickoff with the Filthy Assassin event kind of got a lot of players going. I know several of the Booyah Cup players are in that field. They got warmed up. We had the L-style shootout last night,
Yep.
which was very interesting because all you had to throw was 8 darts to score the most points.
Well, 24 darts.
Yeah, all right, well, 24 darts, 8 rounds, 24 darts, pardon me. So just all you had to do was score the most points. And some people really rose to the challenge. Others kind of faltered that you would not expect. Then we went into the 2 on-site qualifiers, with Lucas and Miss Jules. So excellent to see those 2 join the field.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're going to be a great addition. Lucas is in our Division 1 of the CSC Challenger Series, so no stranger to us whatsoever. Today, schedule of events, bud. Well, actually, let's talk about the main event last night, right? We got to do commentary together.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I guess also Danny Baggage and Mike Maloney played. Danny coming out on top 16-14. Does that do anything to either of their confidence heading into today?
I don't think so. I mean, part of that was a little bit of fun, bantering back and forth.
Absolutely.
We got to see on the line the players' mentalities at the beginning of the match, and you watch them focus to the end of the match.
Yep.
It's such a mental game, and people don't realize that when you're in that pressure situation or you're playing a Maloney or you're playing a Baggage, you know, you as the opponent are trying to better them, and they are trying to better you. So we watched them go from fun and exciting to serious, 7.0 strategies there at the end. It was incredible.
Yeah, it definitely lived up to the billing, and hopefully we get to do something like that in the future because that was a lot of fun. I'm happy that we were able to do it. All right, buddy. Today, 10 a.m. is the start time here for doubles 01. Here we got the pro 501 double in, double out split bowl, which is how you have to have it in the pro side, right?
That's where you got to have it.
And then open division 501 open and master out, which again I love. I hate open out, especially because I always bust the single 19. And then the women's 301 open and open out going on as well. And that's just a little bit of warm up for what is to happen in our finale later on today.
I mean, that's exactly what it's designed to do. Get the juices flowing. Get some darts on the board. If you win, you make a little bit of money. If you lose, okay, well, at least now I'm relaxed. I've been in front of the board. Now it's time for my finale.
And speaking of that, let's head into it. It is time to introduce the women's bracket here at the Booyah Cup Finale. Looking up at the top half of the bracket, we got Chrissy Grimmel, Casey Bates, Paula Murphy taking on Vanessa Talks, so that second round matchup might be interesting. Taylor Thaxton from Ohio taking on Liz Tynan, another fantastic battle.
Chicago,
and then Caroline Gucci taking on Abby Spot. Buddy, the top half of this bracket, these 8 players, it's a very, very stacked top of the bracket, right?
Well, I mean, if you looked at the names that are on that bracket, you would pick Chrissy, you would pick Paula, you'd pick Liz, you would pick Abby to go into your next 4. But Casey Bates, we've seen what she can do. We know what Taylor Thaxton can do. Vanessa's no stranger to the line, and then Caroline, you know what? Who knows? I mean, any one of those ladies can best and move into the next round.
You're not wrong there, and it's going to be an absolutely amazing top half of that bracket, and I can't wait to see how that goes. There's a lot of favorites in the top half, but the bottom half of that bracket is pretty tasty as well.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. Let's look at it. Jessica Melton taking on Julie Weger, last night's qualifier. Do you think that actually gives Julie a bit of an advantage rolling through last night's qualifier, having the confidence to get through that field that was a very tough field, by the way, to head into today?
I think Jules has both 2 things. One is she had the darts last night, yes. Yep. 2 is she's got the experience from a lot of major events. Will help her best, Jessica, but who knows?
Well, listen here. Look at that bottom part. Lisa Yee, Olivia Terry. You want to talk about 2 of the nicest and most wonderful people in the darting community. Overall, it's 2 of them. Olivia Terry, last year's finalist in the Women's Booyah Cup. So she's got a little bit extra work to do. I think she wants to make sure that everyone knows that's not a fluke from last year.
Well, Ed, you got Lisa Yee coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. It's colder here. I talked to her, and she says, it's definitely chilly here. So, two wonderful ladies. Beautiful lineup.
Yeah, and then on the other side, Hunter Smith, Caitlin Myers. That's another great matchup for you. And then Shay Cole, Meredith McGee. Murph has been on a roll lately. Can she continue that in this bottom half of the bracket? Who do you have here, bud?
Okay, so Hunter Smith and Caitlin Myers. Hunter's, been around, has been on Team USA several times. Meredith McGee, Shay McCole, man, that's a toss-up. I'm going to give it to Shay.
Okay, I like that. Buddy, all we can say is that the women's Booyah Cup finale today is going to be a surprise in a great way.
Oh.
And I cannot wait to see how that ends up coming out on top.
I mean, look at that bracket. You've got national champions. You've got Team USA representatives. You've got World Masters players. You've got a lady that finished top 8 in Lakeside this year. I mean, what
only
more
losing
do you
to
want?
Bo.
Only losing to Bo
Which
Graves.
everyone
what
did
do you
that.
want?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? I mean, come on.
I mean, listen, it's exciting stuff. I can't wait to see how that one shapes up. Who do you have winning the Women's Booyah Cup this year?
I am going to go straight with Paula Murphy.
Okay.
I am going to, and what I'm going to say is what's going to happen is it's the later half of the day. If she is in that top 6, top 4, it's the overall true experience that'll come through. I really think that Liz Tynan on the other side of that bracket will make a deep run. I'm going to say Olivia Terry makes also a deep run.
Okay. So you think OT makes another run this year?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right. Well, listen, guys. Ryan's going to step aside real quick as we bring in the man with the plan, the guy who started this whole thing, mustache himself, who was not paying attention to us anymore, and he walked away right at this moment, which is why it's great to have people who, live. What can you do?
Yeah. Hey, well, so
while we're waiting for him to decide to figure out
look at the
it's
venue.
my time.
Look at the venue. Okay, so when you're putting on something like this, you guys should see our final section. It's beautiful. We've got wonderful lighting. We got professional setups. We've got everything that you need to do to put on a production. We've got Mr. Jeremy Byrne coming up right now to tell us more about what's coming up.
All right, as we are joined, better late than never.
Yeah.
By Jeremy Burns. Listen, you were waiting for it the whole time, and then you kind of got sidetracked there at the last second.
Yeah. That's the nature of the weekend, is everyone just keeps pulling me aside, getting their questions or whatever. So.
Well, you're the man with the answers, right?
Try to be. I don't know.
Jeremy, 3 years ago you started this. This is the third year now for this Booyah Cup. It continues to grow in popularity. It continues to grow in field. It continues to grow overall. What has been your best accomplishment in these 3 years so far?
Just continually raising the payouts and changing the game. Just trying to get darts across the country to raise their game, their level, to keep up with what I'm trying to do.
That's exactly what you should do, right? As live streamers, I can tell you that is our exact motivation, right? Is to try to change the whole process, to make it so that people can't slack anymore on some of those things that, we have a 3-camera system right now for this pre-show. Good luck with Will Stewart and Blvd's production, right?
Yeah, Will's always been stepping his game up since we brought him in 3 years ago. That was the first event we brought him in for. We're always talking about ways we can change and grow and do something better, and he's always been on board with most of my crazy ideas. But now we've built the truss system, and
it's awesome, by the way.
You got the camera mounts to that, so it's just always trying to take everything to the next level and make everyone else raise theirs up. So with their tournaments, it's not taking a shot at any tournament, but just trying to raise the game overall and make them raise up their level.
We have goals in this sport, right, that we're trying to accomplish, and in order for us to accomplish those goals, the expectations for everyone has to go up. And if we're those that set that expectation at some point, that's what we're trying to do, right?
Goals. Let's make it so you can have a profession playing darts. So
Absolutely.
With that, I am going to announce that we are going to start a tour, nationwide tour. The top 8 it's going to be a 2-year order of merit. They will be in a special event at each tour stop, and they'll get upfront money that year on top of the $2,500 event to play for. So the top 8 will go, and then the next, I think we're going to do 16 players on the order of merit. They'll get a chance to come in. We'll run a single elimination tournament for $2,500 to win. and
Nice.
they'll all be guaranteed money. So I mean, there will be money, but it's going to be $2,500 to win. So we want to start that. All those top 8 players essentially will get some sort of stipend up front. They're going to be at all those stops. We're going to do weekend stops with events all weekend. I'm already in talks with Phoenix, Arizona, looking at Florida, Houston, Texas area, and then Pittsburgh possibly, and then right back here and doing another one.
Sounds like you just named pretty much 5 of the best darting communities around the country, right? And that's the goal, right?
That's the goal. I want to start with only so many stops, you know, and get my feet wet and see how it goes. But I want to change the game. I want to make it to where you can actually play darts as a profession with guaranteed money up front on top of prize money.
Which is music to my ears, and I believe a lot of the players who will now have that opportunity. Jeremy, that's a huge announcement, guys. A new tour coming to the United States with Booyah Cup, or with Booyah, which is, and you, it's in good hands. Which is, I want you to know that we're excited because of who is backing it, to say the least.
That's good. I'm glad, like, there's support, and it's been support since we started this from everyone. The players, I have amazing companies supporting what I'm doing, and without all that, obviously this would be nothing. So I'm just trying to figure out ways that we can give more back to the players instead of looking for ways to exploit them, essentially.
Absolutely. Well, Jeremy, man, congratulations on all the great success here. Congratulations on the new tour. I cannot wait to just invite myself to be a part of it. So thank you for the invite, and yes, I happily accept.
Okay.
But man, thank you so much for everything that you do for the darting community and helping grow that game. And I truly mean that. It's an honor to be here, and it's an honor to help bring this tournament to the masses. So thank you very much, man.
All right, thanks, Sean.
All right, guys.
We get into the men's bracket now?
Yes, we are, and I cannot wait. Yeah.
You guys have fun.
Jeremy,
Big shout out to Mr. Jeremy.
yeah, and how about that, man? A new tour going to be coming to the U.S., and with Jeremy Byrne behind it, it's bound to be successful.
I'm going to go ahead and officially invite myself to be a part of it.
Good call, good call.
I mean, okay, I'm ready to go.
Now you guys know how I get all the gigs I get.
Yeah, no kidding. There you go. We just officially, we're there.
I wasn't even hired for this. I just showed up. Buddy, now it's time for our main spectacular, the men's Booyah Cup finale bracket. Let's reveal that bad boy and look at some very interesting matchups here in the first round and beyond. Bob McCoy, Sugar Shane Johnson right out the gate. Bob McCoy, #1 seed, and then he backed that baby up last night, going 2nd overall in the L-Style shootout and just holding strong with that over 1,050 point to ensure that victory and really kind of cement himself as the #1 seed.
He's #1 seed. He may not be on paper the favorite. He's my dark horse coming into this. I've already seen him play several different tournaments, live in Kansas City, live at the Las Vegas Open, putting up spectacular victories. He's my dark horse. If I don't see him in the top 6, minimal, I'll be surprised.
Man, I'm telling you what, you saying that Bob McCoy is the dark horse, is the #1 seed and the winner of last night's thing is like me saying that Mike Maloney's the dark horse in the CSC Challenger Series.
It's just if you look at the names
Oh,
of the
for sure.
field, you're going to have your favorite. I'm going to tell you to watch Bob McCoy.
All right. Underneath that, we have 15-year-old Mason Sasser, who struggled with the count up, but you want to talk about a talented individual. This kid throws up 5+ averages on a daily basis from Alabama. He is going to be quite a force. He's taking on Mark McGrain, who really gave Bob for his money there. As the last person heading up to the shootout before Luke Pritzel did it.
Two things to know. We have a 15-year-old kid that's fearless.
Yep.
I watched him play Maloney last night in some warm-up matches, pushing Maloney like nobody's business, just practicing. And he doesn't care that if it was practice or a live event, he was pushing Maloney. And you got Mark McGrain, Filthy Assassin qualifier winner yesterday, held throw, did not lose a match.
Yeah, and he would really impress me in the shootout. Look at that. You want to talk about a little family violence here in round #1. Rick Hinsey is going to be doing battle with his son, Tyler. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think Rick is more scared of Tyler than Tyler is of Rick. Do you agree with that?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say Rick will probably best him just because it's the father-son duo. But I'm going to tell you something. It would not be surprised if that thing doesn't go the distance, 6+ each on each side. And it's bragging rights and who has to fetch everything on the ride home.
I'm just going to call it now. That'd be a good 3 p.m. match to put on that streaming
might
board.
be a pretty good
maybe,
match.
but we'll see.
Well, so when I walked in, I looked at Tyler. I'm like, hey, you're open against your dad. And he was like, well, don't stream that. I'm like, well, never
we're definitely
know.
doing that. Brett Hollanday, Mike Carter, Division II CSC Challenger Series champion. Mike Carter, Division I consistent top 5, top 6 finisher, and that it's going to be a tough battle.
You got Hollanday and Carter who have already battled online together against each other. You got both of them who've traveled to large events, a lot of experience in that section. I'm going to give that to Mike Money.
Okay. All right. So let's head on to our second quarter of the bracket here. As it just jumped on us for a second, we do want to point out, guys, the camera does add 40 pounds at least. That is a true statement. So, and we've lost weight, so it's really just a testament to us.
I'm actually 115 pounds.
Well, we lost more hair, and hair weighs something.
At least something.
Yep.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, guys. Mike Maloney, smash, coming off the loss last night, taking on Chris Watson, the bar darter. And then in the bottom half there, you got Dwayne Johansson taking on Matt Jenkins.
Well, that's a doozy. So Maloney, I think, wants to prove something.
He always does.
I know that he's an amazing player. He does get a little flack because his major wins have came online. I put him in the top 4 today. He's not my winner today, but he'll be there.
Yeah, and I can tell you, I know for a fact that Mike Maloney is here to prove something. He is tired of hearing all of the negativity about him as an in-person player versus an online player. He's tired of finishing second in bull shooter events. He has 16 of those in the 32 seasons, and he's well aware of all that. It's going to be a mental game for him today, but if he keeps his talent above his head, he might come out on top.
I just walked in yesterday. Mike walks right up to me, shakes my hand, says, "How you doing? You know, thanks for all that you're doing." It's just he's a great individual. I'd like to really see him make that top 4 run. I don't have him winning today, but I do see top 4.
All right, and then over there we got Ryan Gervais taking on Leonard Gates, and it's Ryan Jarvis. I don't know why I try to make it all fancy. I know how to pronounce the name, but Ryan is one of those players that can easily pull this upset in round number 1 on Leonard Gates, and I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened. And then at the bottom half, you got Jesse Johnson, local kid here, taking on BDG himself, Mr. Jason Watt.
Oh, so, I mean, those are some juicy matchups. Gates lost, has had his moments. We've seen him win world titles. He's had his moments, been knocked out in the first round. I see him besting Ryan, but the one I'm interested in is that Jesse Johnson and Jason Watt match. You got BDG traveling in. You got Jesse Johnson, who is a local phenomenal player here. Smooth player. So I can't call that Watt Johnson match, but the way Johnson played Alex Spellman yesterday, I'm going to best him on that one.
Well, there you go. Man, let's head to the third. It doesn't get worse from here, man. You got J.C. Martinez, who we saw decimate Sugar Shane Johnson on Monday, the CSC Challenger Series, taking on Dustin Holt, who didn't do well in the count-up. He's not going to care about that. He knows what he has at stake. It's J.C. Martinez, and that's going to be a tough battle for him.
So you got Juan Martinez. We know he's from California, Arizona area.
La Maquina.
La Maquina, the machine.
Phoenix, Arizona.
So typically stays in that western United States area. Then you got Dustin Holt, who is actually a world traveler.
Oh, yeah.
He plays a lot of these events, a lot of this style, has a lot of this hype. It's going to be a juicy matchup. I do think that La Maquina moves on from that one, but I think Dustin will push him to the end. Absolutely.
And at the bottom half, we got David Fathom, Alex Spellman. I've not been quiet about this since the start. I have Alex as my favorite today. He's a 2-time ESPN bull shooter champion. In these type of big events with the big fields that end up coming with all that talent, for me, it's no fluke that he consistently comes out on top.
Well, David Fathom, if you guys didn't know this, has played a lot of PDC events, played a lot of world events, travels a lot. He's taken some time off, and now you're starting to see him again. He might be 6 months to a year from where he started. I know that. But I actually am going to give Bob this one. He's quiet, he's reserved, but he can punish you when you don't pay attention.
Absolutely. Listen, so far we have gone through 3 quarters of the bracket. It's already had such a star-studded field, and we're not even in that last quarter. Let's head on over there and see who is at the top. And you see him right there, the gambler himself, Danny Baggage, taking on Pigworm, John Pilgrim.
Pilgrim yesterday, Filthy Assassin, top 3 finish. We got to see Danny highlight last night in the 16-14 win over Mike Maloney. I will tell you that my pick right there is Danny Baggage to take this today. I believe that now that he's not has his PDC Tour card, these events mean the most to him. He's out here to prove that he is one of the top players, if not the top player in North America, softer steel. He is my pick to win.
It's a 2-time runner-up, so
2-time runner-up.
He would like to change that today if he can. There you have Corey Beck. Lucas Pritzel, our qualifier from last night, running through the field to get to that. And that was a talented field as well. And does that give him an advantage like it might Julie Weger?
I think Lucas will take Corey on this one. Lucas will drop in a match.
Yep.
So he's got the confidence from already getting through that field, which was already stellar, to start today. He's warmed up. He's been on the boards. He's been around the room. He's played several spots. He's got the advantage going against Corey Beck.
We got another family affair here on the top half of the other side. Demery Lawrence taking on Darian Akubi, sorry. And both of them cousins, and they are very excited that they could have done this in their local Dakota area, but here they are in Wisconsin doing the exact same thing for a race to 6 format.
I'm gonna tell you folks right now, if you do not know about the South Dakota, North Dakota area dart players, you're going to see it right here.
Yep.
That area of the country's got some fantastic players. Elliot Milks from there. Demery I played yesterday, and I am not going to lie to you, I played well against him. He just stomped me.
You know, they know we're live. I'm just kidding. And then there at the very bottom, no strangers to anyone, either player. Kevin Luke taking on Winmore, sponsored Garrett Rakowski.
I will tell you this much. We got the savvy veteran of Kevin Luke, world traveler, Team USA, World Youth National Champion, Las Vegas Open winner against Garrett Rakowski, the Bullet. I'm actually going to give Garrett Rakowski this one because this is his home area. This is where he plays.
I don't know who is doing this announcement, but he sounds like Mike Maloney. Like he has that same accent.
Could have been Mike.
Hilarious. Buddy, we've gone through it all. You have Danny Bagish winning this bad boy. I like that pick. You know mine. It's Alex Spellman. And we're going to find out today. What an absolute pleasure and honor to be here at the Booyah Cup. We did it separately the last 2 years, and now we're here together in this great venue and this great setup. Ryan?
Let's talk about this event, because I know that Jeremy's now working on the tour.
Absolutely.
Jeremy, when he talked to us to stream this first event a couple years ago, he's like, I want to do something different. I want to qualify players. I want to bring them in from around the country to play live, okay? Year 1, I got to call the match. Year 2, you got to call the match. Year 3, it's grown that big that we both get to be here. He's given us a wonderful setup. He's given a beautiful presentation for the stage. We've got a great setup, you know, for the field, for the people, the players to be comfortable. We've got the wizard in the back doing the production for me and you. We are the ones that have the front row seat, and I can't be more excited.
We have the best job in this entire place.
We have the best job in this entire place.
Well, buddy, it is time to get started with doubles. So let's do this one more time.
I'm going to tell you this much. Get your popcorn bought. Get your soda bought. Get the adult beverages ready. If it's cold out, put it on the TV. You've got a fun day in front of you.
2 p.m. Central Time. Women's start for the Booyah finale. The men start right after that at 3 p.m. Sean Green, Ryan Mooneyham will be in the booth with Will Stewart doing all the work behind the scenes. Until then, we will see you soon. Boom goes the dynamite.